Hey everybody, the Bonk is back. Welcome to part 22 of Let's Play Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Okay, I made it back to the mountains. Just did a little bit of training, like outside of Starfall. I didn't gain any levels, but enough experience to make it easier to gain a level pretty soon. Well, if I hope to gain like over 24,000 experience. I likely won't be gaining a level if I don't. But it was just for a little bit of training, just to get fully rested, so we can get ready to go for what's ahead. To get to the area much faster if you start from the bottom, just go all the way to the left, and climb the vines. Now you don't have to go around the long way. I went around the long way at first, just for the sake of dealing with enemies. You know, just to train a bit. Hello! What's up? So, Aubriel, you know her?
So, you made it here at last. I was hoping you would stop by, Aubriel. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thelessa. Though Aubriel there, she knows me quite well. Don't you, Aubriel? I heard you were lurking around here, but I did not believe it at first. I thought you were dead, Thelessa. After the Elder Fate banished you, there were reports that you were killed. Oh, that? I started those rumors. I had to hide out for a long time, Aubriel. I was forced to live off in the mountains, never going near a settlement. My life is ruined, and all because of you, Aubriel. Your path was set the moment you tried to assassinate the Elder.
Whoa! That's a pretty legit reason to be banished.
I had to stop you. Enough! If my life is to have any meaning left to it, then I will have the pleasure of killing you and your comrades. At last, I will have my vengeance against you, Aubriel. I will put you out of your misery, Thelessa. I promise this.
Alright, now we got ourselves an optional boss battle. One that can be tough. Well, I take that back. It is tough. I mean, look at the little amount of damage that Krista did with Bane there. And unfortunately for Descend, she won't be able to do much with her spells. Unfortunately, Thelessa can absorb pretty much every element except for Holy, and add that to her HP. And I don't think anti-defense field is going to work. So anyways, Descend will now be brought down to healer status. So this will be a good time to actually use your potions. I don't really think Death would work either, I'm just gonna stick with Electric Hell. Oh my god. Magus, you're becoming more and more like Zyria every day. And that's not a good thing. Pretty much your best damage dealer is going to be Aubriel. And unfortunately, Thelessa is very, very fast. In fact, it might be a very good idea to use a Quicken Scroll. How many do I have? Only 4. Well, better now than never, I suppose. Otherwise, we could find ourselves in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna need multi-healing. Let's use another Z potion. Do I have anything that can heal multiple party members? Mega potion will have to do. Seems a bit much though, but it'll be worth it. Okay, that connected. Thank you. Let's see. Yep, go for another Celestial. Descend will be back to healing, of course. Just wish I had more potions. Let's go... yeah, we're gonna go with a high potion, as usual. You can win this fight without using a Quicken Scroll. However, it will require you to do a lot more healing than you would like. Because you will be taking a nice chunk of damage from every hit from her. And that worries me. That's why I used a Quicken Scroll. That, and I didn't want the battle to drag on longer than it needed to. And also, we're likely going to be finding more Quicken Scrolls later on. I hope! I mean, these things are pretty powerful to increase the agility of everyone for a few turns. And Descend's agility is up, sadly. Just stick with a mid potion this time. Luckily we're not being hit by the most powerful attacks. It's mostly her physicals. I don't know if she has any other attacks to worry about. I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Oh, we got her! When I practiced this, I had a much harder time because I didn't use a quicken scroll. 25,000 experience, that's just what Krista needed. And she learned Ignaza. Sweet. Even though her intelligence is only at 73. That's very disappointing. So we get a Sakal's Lamp and a Mega Potion. Ah! Finally, I can die. Alright, we're done here, but before we leave, there's actually one spot we cannot walk over. And it happens to have a certain item. The key. And what kind of key is it? Well, why don't we find out, shall we? The key to nothing? Oh, and as for the Sakal's Lamp, or Sakal's Lamp, yeah, I think it's Sakal, it increases your attack, defense, magic attack, and agility during battle for everyone. The bad news is, there's probably only one you can find, and that's the one we have here. And since it's a consumable item, you're better off saving this for much later. I wouldn't use that many muches because we're practically well over the second half of the game. Yeah, this RPG is short compared to the other Final Fantasy games that I played, 1 through 6. But in any case, we've got a lot of work done here, which is good. We managed to get one level up with this current party, which was a bit surprising. Good thing I was doing some training off camera. But the enemies I ran into weren't exactly that memorable. So, it would be a good idea to do a little bit of shopping before we leave. Shopping for items, of course. Get away from the garden! It's a death trap! So let's see what we need to buy. We gotta look over 120,000 staring coins. So I'll buy some more high potions. Ethers are always a good thing to have. I'll buy some more. Mid-ether is definitely good to have. Crystal shards, I'll buy like 21 more. I'd love to buy an Estrian and a Trinian potion. But if I do, that's gonna cut through my funds worse than a gold digger. So you're better off just not getting them yet. There is another place we can get these potions, but not till later. So why don't I buy like 5 more full ethers. Some more Z potions be good. And some ambrosia. And as far as I'm concerned, with some more phoenix feathers, we're good. Besides, since we're going to another dungeon, I might as well spend some, because I'm going to get most of it back later on. At least I hope it's most of it. Yes, we were aboard the canoe. So to get to where we need to go, we have to go in front of a certain post. We'll know which one is the right one when D-San tells us. Okay, this looks like the right spot. Here we go! Shananalandra Fairland Zarumusan, hearken to my words and awaken! What she said. Everyone, stay close! Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn! The water is drawing us in! It's okay, we will be fine. Easy for you to say, D-san! And now we're in another cave. We were pulled in, and somehow teleported right to this place. Yes, it is just as I thought. The Corinthai should be somewhere in these caves. It is never boring with you three, I can certainly say that. The Gennari are likely to be strong here. Stay on your toes, everyone. It would be very awkward to walk if we were on our toes all the time, mages. But luckily this cave is very straightforward. Just like the underwater cave back around Charvena was. That was easy to navigate too. Mega Ether, awesome. And we got ourselves some new enemies. Shade. These guys can be a total pain in the balls to deal with. So we'll have to give it everything we got against them. Let's try Thunaraza. Not great, actually. And let's see, I say we'll go for Celestial. I mean, why not? Okay, Mages and Aubriel are close to leveling up. Let's keep going. Ooh, a crystal already! That was fast! So we got ourselves some new enemies. Ghouls. And since they're undead, fire is their weakness. Unfortunately, Aubriel doesn't have fire. But Krista and Desan do. Ugh, these ghouls also have Poison Strike. And Sleep Strike! Oh, come on! I was gonna use Krista. Okay, at least you didn't target Desan with it. That would've sucked. There. Let's see. Now let's get ourselves fully healed. Can't go dealing with this poison crap.
We should camp here for the night. What about the Gennari? This place is infested with them.
The commander and I will keep a watchful eye out for them. You will take the first shift, Commander.
Yes, my lord.
Oh yeah, she takes it like a woman.
I think Mages finally fell asleep. Heh! I didn't think Father was capable of sleeping. Especially after everything that's happened lately. I know he's also worried about the fate of his sister, but he never show it. Of course not. I've known Mages for some years now, and showing things like feelings is a foreign concept to him. What is it, Desan? I hope I didn't say anything. No, you didn't, Aubriel. I was just thinking that when Father saw me, he said he was pleased to see me and all, but then he went straight back to the matter at hand. I guess I was hoping, maybe, that he'd show some loving concern about seeing you not dead? You know, Aubriel, I think I had forgotten just how honest you are about what's on your mind. She's descended from the ancient faith, Desan. You know she can't help but have zero tact. Oh, really? Well, I'll remember that for when you go to sleep later on, Commander. Maybe you'll wake up tomorrow and have to find your boots and so mysteriously vanish. It's bad enough that Ezra hides my boots. Now I got a damn Fae doing it! I think I needed that. Anytime, Desan. Though, you do have me wondering, how did you survive anyway? I honestly don't really know myself. I remember being thrown overboard when the ship was torn apart, and I thought I was a goner. Next thing I know, I'm waking up coughing up seawater on a beach, apparently on some island near Ivory Mist. There was a raft beside me, some food, and a note saying I should head north to Ivory Mist. Any idea who it was that rescued you? I have no idea. The only clue I have is a vague memory of a woman. Can't even remember what she looked like. Only remember her telling me I would be fine, and then I think I blacked out again. Interesting. But you still have not answered my earlier question, Desan. I think I surrendered to the notion a long time ago that I know my father loves me, but that he shows it in very subtle ways. It's just who he is. Desan! Come on, we have to get some sleep. You okay over there, Krista? Don't worry about anything. You two get some sleep. Mages will be up later on to relieve me.
Ooh, that sounds like... Oh, wait, guard duty. Never mind. Me and my mind in the gutter. But at least I didn't have to use a crystal shard, which is nice. Nice of you to put a crystal shard there, don't even need to use it. Good guy, crystal shard. Okay, so now we got ourselves a new enemy, and that one is very tough. Malivore. I think this one uses thunder attacks. This one over here uses fire. So in other words, this fight could be a pain in the ass. Considering that Aubriel is almost dead. In one attack, oh dear god. Okay, it wasn't Aubriel that was targeted, good. We gotta take them out now. And Corruption did a very good job of doing just that. Okay, Mages and Aubriel both level up. Awesome! Oh ho ho ho! Yeah! Mages learned Onslaught! Remember that move from the prologue? Now we got it for ourselves again. And she learned Resurrect. Okay, I believe that's a more powerful version of Revive. 52 MP? I certainly hope so. Well, I wasn't hoping that it'd be 52 MP, but I was hoping it'd be very powerful. Because let's face it, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck in case somebody dies. And you have a very tough battle ahead of you. Okay, Ignaza was actually a good choice to use. I don't want to use Onslaught, because it only targets one enemy. Maybe I should have used Flame Bear since that thing was close to death. But, yeah. There. Yeah, that was an easy battle. Descent's close to a level up. It'll probably take like 3 or 4 battles, I would estimate. Alright, let's move on. I keep seeing like police car lights being right in front of my window. And no, I don't live in a ghetto, don't get nervous. It just seems that pretty much everybody gets pulled over right in front of my apartment. It makes no sense whatsoever. But that's the way it is. Oh, we got ourselves a new enemy! Okay, it's not Spinal from Killer Instinct. Don't get your panties in a knot. Though that would be pretty awesome. It's just Skeletal Warrior. Doesn't have any cool names or anything. I want to target the Shade. Because I hate that one the most. I don't see any other enemy here a big deal. Okay, I say 2 more battles we get Descent leveled up. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go this way. Also, if you look closely, you're gonna see like a boulder right on top. If you pass to the other side, it's gonna fall, and then you won't be able to go back. But I wanted to go this way for the sake of getting some treasure. I think I should have used Ignaza, but it's not gonna matter now. Alright, jolly green giant servants, you're all gonna die. And die horribly. Yeah, I don't even know why I bothered to go for a physical attack that time. I thought I would have just winged it. But I was wrong. But I tried. Ooh, we get a flame scroll. Something I'm likely never going to use. And there's more cop car lights. What, is there like a terrorist being pulled over or something? Probably someone with $10,000 in outstanding fines, as usual. And they're always on the road! Full ether and high potion, that's nice. I don't understand it. It's like, if they have no insurance, or they have outstanding fines, how do they manage to keep getting behind the wheel? It's like, how many enablers are they living with? Seriously, people just have no respect these days. And here I am playing a character that kills NPCs for no reason. The irony of that statement. But you know, apples and oranges. Void Spear! Nice. I might have to test that out. If there's somebody worthy to test it on. So who's gonna be the lab rat? Ooh, we really need some more ethers. Okay, that's a little bit better. That should help us out before we find another crystal. Which I hope will be soon. You know, this is not a very large dungeon, but all these turns are making it much longer than it really is. It's like you're only going like 50 yards, but you're driving in a vehicle that has like 90-degree turns all the damn time. Seriously. It's just like, you could have used a little bit more thought into designing the road. Probably only using it so you can burn more gas. But you know what, I don't have all the answers, I'm just talking out of my ass as usual. Ooh, Definitely gonna use this. That's a lifesaver right there. Which are my favorite candy, by the way.
You must be Emperor Magus and his band of fools. Welcome. I am Tera, Dark Sister of Korra.
Tera, I will make this clear to you only once. If you step away from the Corinthai, you will not be destroyed. Your fellow sisters got in our way before, and they paid the price for it.
Oh, such a charmer you are. I mean, do you really expect me to just stand aside, let you take the Corinthai, and fail Lord Zexor? How about not? As for my sisters, they have little power compared to mine. You are so stupid, Tera! The Emperor was giving you a chance, and you blew it! Stupidity must run in their family. This is going to be so much fun, killing you all! I have to say, thank you for coming here. Lord Zexor will be most pleased with me when I show him your corpses.
Which will likely never be displayed.
Okay, she does look a bit cute there with all those vines hanging around.
But this is no time to be talking about cuteness. Void Spear. Will this be good to use? Yep! That answers my question. Let's go with Bane. If I do my math correctly, I've practically done well over 3,000 damage. Likely nobody needs any healing, so let's go with a Celestial. Could have been better. Now let's try out this new move. Onslaught. Well, technically it's not new. Okay, I hit 5 out of 6. That's still pretty good. I mean, that's close to over 4,500 damage. So I'm not gonna complain. At least we get to hear this awesome music again. I'm not even gonna chance it with Nasa. Besides, I got something working here. This is gonna do the trick. Alright, let's go for another onslaught. She's down to half her health already. 6 for 6, not bad. Guy's demise, that was painful. I'd say we got a very good chance of winning. Just keep giving it everything you got. Ooh, she's almost dead. I say a Curvera is in order. And I'd say... I don't think this is going to be the finishing blow, but it'll be very close. I thought so. So, what shall we do next? Of course, another Void Spear. Yeah, just to play it safe. Got her! So that's all 4 Sisters of the Elements defeated. 35,000 experience! Oh my god! Weapon Curse? Interesting. It's a nice debuff. If you get it to work. Estrian and Trinian Potion. That's $100,000 worth of potions! The Corinthai.
Well, go on and take it, Magus. Only a touched one may take the Corinthai, Father, and you are the only one here who has been blessed like that from a deity.
Oh yeah, Hazizus.
Wait! The Emperor is a touched one? Of course. Don't you know, Krista? When the Emperor was young, he was struck by an awesome energy that gave him unbelievable powers. He went on to destroy 2 whole armies and exiled his father all by himself.
I consider to this day that my real father has always been Hazizus. I was just not aware of it until that day. I also believe that he knew that I was destined for, and set about preparing for it.
Alright, let's get to Corinthai and get the hell out of here. So, how do we get out of here? That is easy enough to do. Now that we have the Corinthai, it will interact with certain Shenandoran crystals to allow us to teleport to crystals we have been at previously.
With the Corinthai in your possession, you are now able to use the teleport function at a Shenandoran crystal. Apparently that was just the narrator. Note that not all crystals have this function. Very well then. Let us depart this place. You! You are not going anywhere. Zexor, out of our way! I am not going anywhere. Not until I have the Inferni diadem. Why do you need the diadem? That is for me to know and you to find out. Hand it over! Now!
Do not give it to him, Magus! Father, I agree with Aubriel. Do not give him anything. I'm ready to skewer Zexor all over Korra even if he even tries.
I will not give you the diadem, Zexor. Not now. Not ever! Oh, you will give me that diadem! It seems that this confrontation is unavoidable. Perhaps you have earned at least a more fitting area to die. Time for a change of venue. What? Yeah, I'll definitely use a shard after that battle with Tera. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here, and in the next episode, we're gonna fight Zexor in this very strange place. Goodbye, everyone.